There's Zini. What's up, guys? Wobbly Rick here. Coming to you live. Well, not really live, but it's been a while since I've done a recording. So, I'm gonna record and hopefully this actually captures the game I'm playing. I'll be using the NVIDIA GeForce Experience kind of system to capture what I'm gonna be doing. So today's gonna be a pretty average or subpar video. I'm not going to make it like too lengthy or too robust or just in general too heavy. It's gonna be pretty lightweight for a video today. And this is what I'm gonna upload. I'm gonna upload in 1080p because the in-game resolution that this thing is currently set for is 2K or I think 4K. Either way, it records in that quality. Also, I changed a few minor settings with my live streaming equipment to balance out and capture all those frame rates to prevent tear in the image while live streaming. So there's a little balancing on there too. I can't wait till the newest update to come out. It's pretty soon. So that way the dozer tactic can be used to make temporary fortifications. I actually did a live stream based on the equipment and I decided to use Russia in order to display the technology. And it worked wondrous. I loved playing with it and I even used the tactic to gain a tactical advantage on my enemy. However, the tactical advantage was pretty short-come since I got blown up by a jet, I think, or a helicopter in that exact battle. So it was pretty short-lived, my tactical advantage. Mark 5.
Somebody attack him!
I refuse.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Attention to the map!
Never! Attention to the map!
Oh, congratulations! Oh, these guys are dumb. Look at that.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Well, these guys aren't going to last too long if they don't put it into gear because they're moving up to spawn. Decap their base, then run. This is going to be a real short fight, considering how much ground we've already lost. M1128 Striker unit. That gets rid of that. Now to get rid of the T-62 M1 unit.
The enemy is preparing for artillery barrage. Repeat, the enemy is preparing for artillery barrage.
Yes, a hit!
The enemy is preparing to barrage our square.
If we don't do something fast, enemy will win.
Let's go!
Ah, damn it. Can't rely on nobody on my team right now. It's just starting to aggravate me. Well, not really. I'm too lazy to get pissed off nowadays over a game. Well, I ain't blowing no more silver lines on that. Gonna get that God mode. It's kind of what you get for camping the base. Oh, it doesn't matter. I died. I just made everything and then some.
We lost. But next...
And I got some revenge. Man, that has got to be the sweatiest tactic. Although it was sweaty, I didn't care. It costed that guy his pride, so that gave me some joy. So much joy. And that battle only lasted, I don't know, 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Well, that's what you get, dude. You decided to storm the base, and then you got annihilated by a 50 cal truck. More specifically, a half track. They don't get any worse than that. Oh, I'm going to cheat. Yeah, that's exactly what they think. I'm going to be a cheap puck. Or they're going to freaking cheat in the game. Oh man, that was just joyous right there. I bet that person's going to be looking for me in whatever battle possible and be gunning for me. Or he might be on my team and start ramming the side of my tank. Every time I try to take a shot, it's gonna ram my tank. Well, that was enjoyable. But that's what that Dardo player gets. You come into spawn, expect to get ruined. And it just played out so well for me, so that was actually kind of funny. I never thought somebody would be that dumb to just run into spawn with such a light armored vehicle. Oh well. I got my smile for the day. What a way to start a weird morning. By the time this video is probably done uploading, it'll probably be an entirely different time. However, I'm going to still host a live stream, possibly after this. Really depends.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
The enemy tank has been destroyed.
Goodbye.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I know I probably didn't get first blood,
Destroy
but whatever the
target.
case is, I got my end of the joy. Oh, I know he's facing me. Oh, I know you're there, dude. You're just waiting for me to poke my nose. Oh, you're not getting that lucky.
Need cover. Cover me.
We got a TAM 2P, and that one's going to be a little harder to handle. We got to go through 3 layers of armor. It's the transmission, the engine, and then the people behind it.
The enemy has most
But
of
it's
the
got that
strategic
5mm plate between the engine and the drivers, so it's going to be a little bit dicey. Man, I took out the gunner and he blew up the ammo. Now that's nice.
Thanks.
We keep holding out right here. We could probably hold this strangle point. Whatever the case be, the artillery sure is gunning for us. Get a little bit of a ghosting effect. It's like we got somebody making a move.
Getting closer to victory.
I haven't seen any damage or flying off parts. And it looks like the MacGyver Mark IID, T-64, and a Leopard. No, I think that's the TAM 2P. Yeah, that is the TAM 2P. Pull back. Gotta pull back a little bit, man. You wanna keep that room. You gotta keep that room, man. You gotta keep that room. Let's see how this turns out. This might turn out hilarious in some way. Okay, C2A1's just been annihilated, but it definitely wasn't there. Looks like the artillery pushed them back.
The enemy is preparing for artillery barrage. Repeat, the enemy is preparing for artillery barrage. Train lines have been damaged.
Attack the enemy.
The weapon has been damaged.
Yeah, I know, it's the 50 cal machine gun that got knocked out. But that don't matter to me right now. What matters to me is shooting out his main gun breech.
Reloader, he's been knocked out.
Oh, thanks. Repairing.
A minorly worthy sacrifice. However, took a little too much damage. So this could definitely affect my general performance in the long run here.
Attention to the map.
Feel a lot different after screwing around with the dev server for a little bit. Getting a nuke in the dev server. And then the day that the nuke became available, I got my first nuke. So I definitely feel a lot different about War Thunder nowadays. But I guess it was the fact that I hadn't gotten the nuke in so long once I achieved it.
Allied forces have captured
The general statistics just didn't leave me satisfied in general. Let me carry my souvenir. And there we go, I'm carrying my souvenir. However, it did cause some damage because the roof of this vehicle is a little bit lightweight. I should probably fire off a round.
Cover me!
This time the video is going to be in 1080p. I normally record in 4K or in the in-game 2K, but I'm not going to be recording in the in-game quality because it takes way too long to get anything recorded, and the upload times usually span from 8 to 12 hours. And the upload times are very time consuming. So I'm not really willing to waste about 12 to 15 hours with, you know, no PC activity. But I actually might have to do that anyways. I have a few appointments to keep up for interactions today. So I'm definitely going to record quite a bit of, you know, time with some War Thunder, enjoy it. Get some ups, some downs. It's mostly going to be a little bit of ups and a little bit of downs, mostly a mix. It might end on a sour note. It usually does. You know, It's not that I'm bad, it's just, you know, sometimes you run into that. I would call it a soft block, but let's be honest. There's no such thing as soft blocking a War Thunder unless you're dumb enough to get yourself stuck in a rock in a hard place. And the only way to soft block yourself would probably be to run over a structure you're not supposed to run over. And then you get yourself wedged. What's it like soft blocking yourself?
Grid square.
Until the Beagle Panzer 57 was handled, which looks like it was. Looks like a move in officially with the bomber. Just line up with the train tracks. We have all 3 objectives captured and ready to go. Still got a Beagle Panzer remaining.
Take him down.
Oh, snap, man. Look at that. Look, it's even took out the M60's driver. Now that's a way to go. That was just
Let's keep
awesome.
the pressure on. Victory is close.
That was a nice spray paint job for that guy in that freaking building, too. Freaking painted that M60, too. Man, that was just good. Although I don't got Dario Man live currently on, I got it running on Twitch on the phone. You know, I got a little bit of side content going. It's an Italian guy. Don't necessarily get to watch his content all the time, but when I do, I enjoy it. I'm never usually awake during that time anyways, when he goes live, so it's kind of an up and down. It's going to cost me 20K. Man. 20K for artillery. Man, that's like one god mode. Better get the night vision optics. The tank's going to be pretty useless on night ops if it doesn't have any visual sights. And since it's got artillery, it's going to be pretty useful. Ugh. I have no idea how long I've been recording, so I need to check out that last battle statistics. If I even can. The battle probably took place for maybe 8 or 10 minutes. Whatever the case be, it's going to be a bit of battles here and there. Going to probably squeeze in maybe two more. This one counts as one of those 2. And I'll probably get like maybe one more battle and then begin the upload procedure for the next battle. But overall, super enjoyable. Good experience. I'm also going to have to end the recording manually because the hotkeys for terminating the recording procedure don't seem to be working, so I had to reset them. I also noticed that was an issue with the GeForce Experience. Sometimes the hotkeys don't actually stop the recording. But I did learn something about what was going on. But here's a little story for you guys. How my channel got demonetized when I got monetized a long time ago. My channel was demonetized at one point, and it was permanently for pornographic imagery. The reason why is because you know, I had left my computer recording whenever I decided to leave one day to go with my parents to the grocery store because, you know, they didn't give me an option. They said I was going and that was it. Well, I later found out that somebody had broke into my room because the room usually is supposed to have a deadbolt or a deadbolt doorknob or a lock or whatever. But apparently it didn't. So when I came home, someone had split the siding of the door and pushed the door open by force using a screwdriver. They forced the door wide open, and as a result, they had no idea that my computer was still recording whenever I had left. And then I was trying to figure out what had happened initially as to why my recording had pornography in it.
On target.
And I found out later that it was because somebody had been watching pornography on my computer. Oh, that's real nice. Thanks, BMP3. Thanks for the actual backup. But yeah, I had found out that somebody had started watching pornography on my computer and stuff like that while I was gone. And it ended up, and I had initially thought I had stopped recording with my computer. And it turns out that the hotkeys to stop the recording didn't go in. So when I thought it stopped recording, it never did. So yeah, now I remember why it doesn't respond whenever I click to go live and I realized I wasn't live. I already tried this again and I'm going through the same issue again, where the hotkeys for starting a live stream using a GeForce Experience or to start a standard recording session to upload to YouTube aren't, you know, pushing through. So, you know, there's plenty of evidence for me to run by on now. But other than that, it was pretty helpful, and it helped me discover who was going into my room. Because at that time, I also had a camera, but the camera wasn't linked with any videos or software to immediately connect it with the video. So it was recording the camera in a separate session of its own, and it had its own recording. And I had a video of one of my older brothers who had initially broken into my room to watch pornography.
The enemy is winning.
And they thought I would never know. But yeah, initially that was how I found out somebody was watching, you know, pornography on my PC. Was thanks to that little malfunction involving the GeForce Experience, I would have never have found out and had video evidence of what they were doing. And I said I could charge them with breaking and entering. And I had to call the sheriffs anyways because they broke into my room, used my computer illegally, and costed me quite a bit of money in fines. So, yeah, I did get charged at that time, and it wasn't even my fault. And my case was appealed, and the case was also closed with YouTube themselves. I also had to provide a case number and everything. And it wasn't exactly my best day, because I spent months trying to fix my thing, and YouTube told me that my best options were to just delete my old material, completely remove it, and start from scratch. And I was kind of left with no options, so I had to take the only other way out to get back to doing what I do love. And this is what I love most. I wouldn't trade it for the universe. Believe me, I wouldn't. Really, that BMP3 couldn't even protect me on this close quarters battle. But yeah, it costed me quite a bit of money and time. It cost me agony.
No longer have the advantage.
It even costed me merchandise deals. I was doing pretty good when I initially started, and it costed me some merchandise deals. and all my opportunities closed up, and there was my money to go for spending or whatever. So, you know, I went from, I'm not going to say from hero to zero, but I went from being a somebody, reviewing stuff, trying new technology, to a complete nobody with nothing. And although the user database that I had was rather small, but with only 50 subscribers, I was actually climbing up. And subscriber counts were pretty low originally, and I lost a lot of subscribers after that whole fiasco. Don't.
Let's go! Our sector is under artillery barrage!
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Thank you very much.
Attention to the designated grid zone!
Somebody attack him.
The enemy is preparing for artillery barrage. Repeat, the enemy is preparing for artillery barrage. We need
Gonna
artillery.
send the artillery. I'm probably gonna be able to only cap this singular point before eventually I get killed. Either way, this material is gonna end up being either the making or the undoing. But yeah, I had to provide quite a lot of evidence to prove my innocence in the case, where I was at, testimony, all that stuff.
Allied forces have
I did have to charge somebody in my household of breaking and entering. It didn't bother me too much that I charged them with it, because they kind of ruined my professional career and caused quite a lot of damage to my original image. And I will never really ever use that name ever again. I also had another channel that came shortly after that one. It was quite a fiasco, but overall, did I enjoy the time I spent in general? Yeah, I did. And yeah, ever since then, I've never trusted another family member again in my life. Because that would be the 19th time a family member has done something to me, and it has affected my life. So, in general, I get tired of that, and I tell family members that if they don't watch their back with me, I will put them in jail now. Because I don't care. I don't care if you got kids. I don't care. You have a life that you're supposed to have. I will put you in jail if you cause damage to my image. I already put one behind county bar jails. The county jail before. And the reasons were because of damage to image. So, destruction of image and damage to property and intellectual rights is like something you can put somebody away for. Damage to image is a serious one. So,
ahead of the enemy.
where they're at now, I don't care. I managed to enjoy myself in life, and I take it slow and easy. So I got no perpetual reasons to be rough with people in the world, but with my family, yeah, I will most definitely lock them away if I have to, in order to maintain my image. Because, you know, you gotta fight for your rights. So, if you have stuff going on, you know somebody's trying to sabotage you, you know, take the law route. You'll definitely not regret the decision you made. Even if the rest of your family says, oh, you're wrong for that, well, oh well. Don't let nobody run you over. And this is a positive aspect from View. Don't let nobody run you over, even if it is family. Because they're never going to support you in the long run. And never let your family destroy your hopes and dreams. Always follow through with them. If you got hopes, you got dreams, never let your family diminish them, never let them step on it, never let them destroy it. And just be thankful that your family wasn't like mine, who took it personal and personally destroyed my life at every corner possible. So I have to make this channel thing work, because it's kind of my only lifeline, because it's the only thing I'm good at. So this whole channel thing has to work. I can't take no more chances. I can't take these chances anymore. Because work isn't coming smoothly or swiftly. The daily grind. I used to be a stock boy for another company. I used to be a stock boy for 2 companies. With one of them, my boss was sexually attracted to me, and with the other one, I was kind of miserable because, well, it brought back them Vietnam flashbacks. That's what I'll call them. I'm gonna call them my Vietnam War flashbacks, or my Call of Duty Warzone worst moments of my life flashbacks, whatever you want to call it. They're like mind-scarring moments, and I couldn't work in my environment when I was a stock boy because I had already been like harassed, and my mind became shot from harassment. So I came a long way in the world to try to become a somebody from a complete nobody. So I'm going to try to keep pushing these recordings out. I'm going to try to keep doing what I can. And I'm going to try to keep hosting some live streams, so that way I make sure I got something to show for it. You know? Goodbye, MTTD.
Somebody attack him.
Come on, dude. I'm burning up alive here and I'm getting no assistance.
We are losing.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Thanks, guys. Super helpful. You guys were super helpful. Y'all know I'm being sarcastic when I say that. But point being is, don't let your family trample over your life. Don't let them crap on your dreams. Don't let them do nothing. If you got a dream and you want to follow it, whether it be a DJ, ballerina dancer, whatever, outsource. Always try to outsource or make your own money. You want to make it big, you want to be a somebody, well, there's your opportunities in life. Just don't let your family rule your life, and don't let them destroy it either. Your life matters too. Make sure to always follow your dreams. Never give up on them. Never let anyone trample them. Okay, there we go. There we go. That makes 1 for the count. Thank you, HE.
Attention to the map.
Yeah, that probably would have opened up my tank like a can opener.
Ready!
Thanks! Guide on me.
Attack the B point.
Overshot him by a couple of feet. Doesn't really work out in my favor if that happens a lot.
Ready to fire!
Epilepsy flash warning. Yeah, sorry about for anyone who may have been staring closely at their screens and you experienced that flash. But it's a good thing I let you know ahead of time, otherwise you'd be probably freaking out right about now. There is an epilepsy flash warning whenever I do that whole machine gunner's nest kind of thing. So if I let you know ahead of time, you'll have an ideal function of a warning at least. Epilepsy flash warning.
Thanks.
Next target!
Now that I got that out of the way, just pulling out the missile.
We need to put more pressure
Yeah,
on the
thanks,
enemy.
clown. Thanks for the smoke I didn't need.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Fire! In the engine compartment! The engine compartment's been damaged. Train drives have been damaged. Ready up!
Need backup.
Looks like I have to rely completely on the freaking mechanisms of this tank's ATGMs.
Repairing.
That is definitely turning out to be a real close shave. We got one guy heading up at sea, and then we got one guy parked all the way in the back by the Rockies.
Let's go!
He's an M24, no wonder. Single armor piercing, discarding Sabo round is enough to destroy him.
Load up!
Hopefully this rocket reaches him. Really gonna need it to.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win. This time, the enemy has proven stronger. Withdraw.
Yeah, still a pathetic attempt by the enemy to actually overwhelm the base. Didn't work out in their favor. I think this is about it for the missionary points of what I'm doing. Well, mostly for the mission part and the recording, 'cause I'm pretty sure if it got any bigger, I wouldn't be able to freaking do my thing.